And he's got like this kick-ass like samurai sword.
Oh, that's pretty bitchin'. That kind of reminds me of Ukonda from D. Gray Man. Ghost.
The most annoying thing I find about anime like that is when like the main character's name, they shorten it to you.
Yeah.
I'm just like, that's so annoying.
Well, I mean, surprisingly, it's a pretty common name, too.
At least in like the Japanese culture.
Well, you wouldn't hear that in fucking Indian culture. What's your name?
Okay, I want to point out the racism that you just did.
What, Indian people can't have English accents?
That wasn't English. You did like
I
a
said
native.
you. What? Oh, hardly. You call me Totem Pole.
Yeah, but we're buddies. I'm
That's
allowed
true.
to.
I have native friends. They laugh at me for being stupid. Actually, probably one of the funniest... Well, not so much funniest, but kind of needed... Oh, wow, can I not talk today? Also, I might want to add in that I've had 2 hours of sleep in total for the day, but nonetheless, the story I was about to tell there was I have a friend named John, and he's in the... our city's, like, First Banks... Give me 20 minutes here so I can get my brain working again. Kyle, you want to talk for a second?
Huh? But what?
Oh, my brain just can't. I can't brain right now.
Can't focus?
Oh, I'll have to come back to that story. My brain just can't do it. What's going on? Why are there ghosts?
We're doing booze and
It's daytime, though. Also, speaking of ghosts, I don't know if you've ever...
Can we just go over the fact that there was a fucking bird cage in a ghost?
That's not the weirdest thing I've seen. Oh! Actually, I have a story relevant to ghosts as well.
Do you now?
I swear there's a fucking ghost in my house, and it loves to fuck with saran wrap. That's the one thing that goes missing in the weirdest spots in our house. Saran wrap, like, we have one spot for it. It just goes in a cupboard with every other fucking thing that we use to seal. That's it. It goes there, we don't move it. I don't even touch saran wrap 90% of the time. But the other day, when Mike and I were sitting there, we're like, oh yeah, let's just start making lunches and getting ready for work and shit. We go and look for the saran wrap, and Mike's like, where the hell's the saran wrap? And I'm like, I don't know, I haven't touched the saran wrap in like 3 days. He comes up to me and is like, well, I mean, someone must have fucking moved it. And I'm like, I don't know where it is. And we spent the next 20 minutes looking for saran wrap in our house. I looked upstairs, I looked downstairs, literally anywhere, because at that point I was almost convinced we had a fucking ghost. Because earlier in that day I was doing dishes, and my Spider-Man coffee mug was on the table. And I swear the ghost, like, if there is a ghost in my house, he must have just, like, walked up, saw the cup, like, close to the edge, and just went to just drop it over. Because that's exactly what happened. I turned around and I was like, fuck off.
Probably just Jen.
Oh god, I really hope she doesn't come to my home. That's so disturbing.
And
I have, like,
I have a bone to
the
pick
weirdest
with you,
living
man.
situation with her.
I have a fucking bone to pick with you, man.
Oh, I know. She always says that she wants to move, and then
Because
she's like...
no, we have to go with the whole story. Okay, so I'm in a situation now where I have to find a new place to live, and Matt came up to me one day when I was at work because we both work at the airport, and he saw me one day and he's like, "Hey, what's up, man?" I'm like, "Oh, not much, just chilling." I had a little bit of a break, and we were talking for a bit, and out of the blue, he was like, "Hey, do you wanna live in the basement suite?" And I was like, "Yeah, that'd be sick." Because basically, like, the people at that house is like you, your brother, and your brother's girlfriend.
Yeah, and then we have a downstairs tenant who has the whole other part of the basement. Well, we only have 2 rooms in the basement. So it's basically just like, we live in this house, and the basement is the other person's area. And our downstairs tenant is, like, the weirdest person ever. Like, I will say this, we're lucky to the fact that we are as loud as we are, and she doesn't care. Like, I'm amazed. If I was in her living situation and there was someone as loud as I am, which sounds terrible because, I already know I'm a loud, obnoxious son of a bitch. But I would have shot the person upstairs like a month ago if I were her. I would have been like, nope, we're done here. Someone needs to die. Also, I think Amethyst would kill every one of us if the four of us lived together.
Oh no, dude!
She would kill everybody.
Why the fuck do you think I want to move in there?
Everyone would be dead. It'd be so brutal.
That would be the great. Why do you think I was one of the reasons I was so pumped to get in there? But
It would have been so fucking
And
good.
then, so Matt goes and offers me this place, and then I'm like, oh cool, that's so sick. Like, you didn't offer me, you offered me.
I suggested
but-
if she decided to move. I was like, she's thinking of moving because she was at some point because she had this boyfriend and he was supposed to like live with her, and then it turned out not to be her boyfriend, and I was really fucking confused. And then this whole situation where it's like, oh yeah, by the way, Kyle, she's not actually moving. Awkward for everyone. I actually like don't understand this woman in the slightest. I don't get how you kill those guys.
You can't look at them.
Oh, I know that, but it's just
You just
weird.
ground pound. I mean,
It
there's-
defies everything about ghosts. Actually, that's something interesting. In almost every culture that I've seen for like a mythology or just mythos in general, there's always a lore for a ghost. Something like that. I don't know why I find that interesting. I just do. Like banshees. Oh, good times.
Banshees are vehicles in Halo.
Yes, they are. They're also a wailing Irish spirit. It's also the name of an X-Men. I want to say an X-Men. I don't know.
I don't pay enough attention to X-Men.
I don't pay a lot of attention to X-Men. It's not one of those things where I really cared. Because it wasn't that... Well, I can't say it wasn't that big of a seller. It just wasn't a seller for me. Also, you know, Hugh Jackman is the only reason I ever really watched X-Men. Let's be honest. He's 90% of the reason why women watched X-Men.
I mean, to be fair, Wolverine is like the reason I can't.
Yeah, he's the staple X-Man.
That's why it's like all like the X-Men spin-offs are like Wolverine.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Wolverine and the Dick novels.
he's a weird character. Do you know he's actually born in Canada? That's Wolverine. For the X-Men character, he's born in Canada in like 17 something. It's so fucked up. And like when he was born, he's like allergic to water, couldn't go in the sunlight, and was like sick all the time. And it's like his origin is super fucking weird.
Yeah, I remember that.
That happened in the Origin movie, wasn't it?
Well, I never really watched. I remember hearing about it when Wolverine was in the death battle, I believe.
Oh yeah.
So that's the one thing the death battle is good for.
They actually give some good look into Origin, which isn't bad. That's one thing I find kind of hard when people just like throw a character up on the screen.
What I hate later.
See you, Mario. The ghost got the star.
What I hate about death battle is just in general, it's like so. It basically just make the show now to see how many people they can piss off.
Oh yeah, well, it's like CinemaSins. I know, like CinemaSins was good at a point in time. I used to watch it and go, "Yep, that was funny. I would agree with just about everything in this." But now, it's like, okay, you're just reaching to make fun of things. Like for Avengers, sweet Christ, I had so many problems with the new Avengers movie. But did I enjoy it? You bet your fucking ass I did. How could you complain about Hulk and Iron Man, that whole fight scene? I had nothing to complain about it.
Go to sleep, go to sleep,
Yeah.
go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep,
Other
go to
than the
sleep.
fact of, like, they pulled the whole Michael Bay thing where they go overboard on the
Well,
destruction.
My main gripe with that whole thing stems from the fact that if he had the fucking Hulkbuster, why is that not his main suit?
It's, well, that's actually explained. Well, not in the show, but it's explained in comics. Like, it just runs too much energy, is the problem.
Not everyone reads all the comics. That's my
I
biggest, that's my biggest gripe with like things like movies and stuff that are connected with
Oh,
media.
yeah.
they don't do a good job of, like...
citing source or anything like that.